Hello, people. Once again, we are here again on Focus on Tourism. We are here with Mr. Usu Echang, the CEO of TripPoint. We are here to discuss about the challenges and opportunities with the tour operators in Ghana. We are here. So, Mr. Usu Echang, welcome.
Thank you, my brother.
First of all, we want to know, if we say tour operator, who is a tour operator?
So basically, a tour operator is somebody who tells the story, first of all, of a particular tour site.
Okay.
Talks about a nation, talks about places of interest, fun. I mean, it could be anything, but the person is the one that has been properly trained to give advice, to give direction, to give some sort of tidbit so that whoever is visiting will be well informed about that particular place where he or she wants to go see, have fun, and also get to know about. So that person is somebody that I place as a tour operator. Somebody who puts all these activities together just for the comfort of a customer or whoever is interested.
So that means necessarily there shouldn't be any like a physical structure for them, or a tour operator can just be an early individual.
Anything, any place of interest. Now the world is becoming dynamic. I mean, in terms of what people want, what pleases people. Anything can be used as a form of an attraction that can gather one or two people together. So it's now we are in a very I can say, or I should say, a very fluid situation where so many things, you can find it in sports, you can also find it in a cultural area, something that is of historic significance, in so many diverse ways. So far as it's a place of interest that somebody would want to go and have a look or see or enjoy. That
are there any procedures in which we have to go through before we become a tour operator?
Of course,
in Ghana.
Of
and
course, you have to be trained.
Yeah,
you know.
Do they have any certified school that do those trainings?
There are institutions that give training in terms of those who want to become professional tour operators, and there are several institutions in Ghana that I believe are currently training people. And yeah, I mean, once you have the knowledge, you have the know-how, it informs you to be able to also inform properly, because that is one of the things that we've been lacking. We need lots more people to be trained about our own history, our own lifestyle, our everything, as I have just explained, can attract somebody somewhere to come to your nation, to pay money to come and have a look. So if we are well briefed and we have people who are trained to give guidelines, it helps a lot, and I'm sure that it also makes life easy for everybody in terms of showing people around.
Okay, in Ghana, do they have any like a form of associations for these tour operators?
Yes, there are. I mean, we have the Mother Association, which is TUGA, Tour Operators Union of Ghana. TUGA. Okay. And then we also have the Tour Guides Association. Okay. There are a couple of associations around. So I believe all these associations come together, they inform their people properly in terms of the guidelines, in terms of the rules, whatever government also has in governing that's the sector. These are available, and I'm sure once you join any of these, it helps, and then it also train the people properly in the sector.
So that means, from what you're saying, that TUGA and the Tour Operators Union or something.
Yeah, the TUGA is the Tour Operators Union of Ghana. Okay. That's the mother, and then out of it there are different sectors like the tour guides and all that. All these come. We have the Travel Agents Association. All that. Every one of them come under that.
But I think the formidable one is the TUGA, right?
The TUGA is the mother.
Oh, the TUGA is the mother. So the TUGA get better to all these key stuff.
And all of as all those associations are supposed to be part of TUGA, because it's one umbrella, one big umbrella, which is the Tour Operators Union.
No, I don't think the tour operators in Ghana knows about this thing.
Of course. I mean, you cannot operate in tour and not be a member of the mother association. And the association has guidelines, it has its own rules and all that. But if somebody is not part, then probably the person is not properly registered, because it's one of the requirements even at the GTA, that's the Ghana Tourism Authority. You need to be properly registered, you know, to be recognized. Otherwise, how do you operate? How do you get your license and all that? So it's, though you can get your license from the Ghana Tourism Authority if you meet their requirement, but of course, as a brand or as a company, you have to be recognized in the field or the sector that you operate, and to be accepted and to be recognized. It means joining the mother association that gives that form of recognition, and it helps a lot. It creates a lot of credibility in terms of whatever you do, because these days you find all sorts of people parading themselves as travel people, tour operators and all that, and it creates a lot of confusion. You know, so if you get through the process and get recognized through the association, it helps you and also helps international community, because we deal with lots more people, local and international. And therefore you need to be properly vetted and recognized as a company.
So talking about the TUGA and other stuff, like what you just mentioned, so that means the TUGA is an intermediary between the tour operators and the government business.
Right.
So the challenges the tour operators are facing, I don't know, but do you think the tour operators like know some of the challenges they have?
Of course. I mean, tour operators in Ghana have various challenges, and yes, especially the core business is our tour sites. What brings people to Ghana. Over the period, one of the things that we have been highlighting are the infrastructure, the roads leading to these various places of interest. We've been hammering, and the association has been championing, pushing, so that these places are properly fixed. Those are some of the things, because we go out there advertising, we go out there putting Ghana on the map, and then people will come, you know, for instance, for Accra to Cape Coast should be roughly like an hour's journey. Now it takes over 3 hours.
Is it because of the bad roads?
Because of the bad roads.
And what is the association
and
doing?
Of course, the association, we are pushing through the various channels, through GTA, through the federation, I mean, all the various stakeholders. We are pushing every forum that we meet. We make sure that it's a message that needs to be properly put out there, because these are the places we are advertising, and it is very, very, you know, discomforting, if I may use that word, for somebody to travel, come, and these places are not properly, you know, the roads leading to those places are bad. I mean, you live in Ghana, so
that's more of a government business.
Yes, even though the government is trying. I mean, they are trying to get these places, but I think that it should be prioritized. You know, tourism is big. All the countries in the world that are using tourism as a major income, there's a whole lot of focus on and everybody in that country is conscientized. You know, if you use a place like Dubai now lives on tourism. Everything has been properly structured, you know, so that everybody benefits. You know, and people understand, so they will not just go and destroy a particular space, or, you know, everybody keeps it well, because they know that it is what is bringing in the necessary foreign income You know, and I think it's the same thing that we need in Ghana. We need to conscientize, not just the government putting up the infrastructure, even the people living around those areas. How well informed are they? How, you know, people should be properly conscientized that, look, this thing that we are doing is not just there for decoration. It's there to earn us money. You know, sometimes I walk by the Kwame Nkrumah Mausoleum and you find people sitting around, you know, but you go to certain places, those places are well guarded. You know, you cannot just even I mean, throw anything about, you know, because it's a space where we are making good money.
Sure.
People come in day in and out, they pay entrance fees, and those places must be kept clean. You know,
and that is the responsibility for who?
Of course. From
the Toza or like the Tuga, or as you said.
No, for us, we are supposed to highlight some of these challenges.
The tour operators.
Okay. We are supposed to highlight some of these challenges to the authorities.
Which authorities are you talking about?
District assemblies must be aware. All the agencies that are involved in terms of the administrating of.
So if you're talking about the tour operators, that means you're talking about the association.
The association
leading you.
Yes, if I may highlight that the association is doing very well, trying to highlight some of these challenges. However, the district assembly, and if I go back to my earlier point, the district assembly must understand that this is an earner for my district.
Okay.
Before it even escalates to the national level.
Maybe the tour operators are not giving them the reason to believe that this is the earner.
No, how can you say this? Because the district assemblies, first of all, the whole district is under somebody's care, and the person must look at what do I have in my district that generates income for me. That should be the number one concern.
So maybe
of every person.
He is looking elsewhere.
But the point is that you are looking at your basket of revenue. Yeah, sure. You understand, and such important part of your earnings must be properly placed, and that is the kind of attention we are not getting. So if you talk about the challenges, yes, we are highlighting it, but the people who are supposed to understand it, take it and use it and work with, they are not using it as much as we can, because some of the things, yes, the ministry may have directed, the ministry may have plans and all that, but the people on the grassroots who must work it, they are not paying that kind of attention, because probably they are not seeing the value.
Yes, that's what
they are not seeing the value. And yes, we come, we explain, at every forum we highlight some of these challenges, that please take a look at it, but we cannot go enforcing it. It's at the end of the day, it's the authorities that must enforce. But we will keep on. But that's why I keep on saying that.
You're talking about the authorities. Is it the government you're talking about?
Of course. Sure. If we are complaining that, fine, somebody at the district is not paying attention to it, of course, the person at the top must also, see, because he must see the bigger picture. The bigger picture is that Ghana got over 1 million people visiting us last year. And we were all happy. And if all those 1 million people, everybody was even here spending, let's say, even $100, or $1,000 minimum. Multiply by 1 million people. You understand? And this is easy. This is direct. This is, as we are talking about 1 million. A place like South Africa is talking about 12 million visitors. If you mention Dubai, that is even way off. So I am saying that we need to understand how or what the tourism industry brings. And therefore, once we get the understanding, we must conscientize almost everybody in the country. That, guys, this is the new gold. Let's all guide it. Let's all push it. Let's all ensure that we are channeling all our energies to push these specific areas that people come. If you mention Ghana, for instance, you mention Ghana, one of the first things that comes to your mind is our history in terms of the slave trade. And the Americans, our brothers in the diaspora, everybody comes here. The effort we are putting in is still not enough. It's not enough. I am thinking by now we should have highlighted. Look, we've had President Obama visiting.
Okay.
We had Clinton visiting.
Sure.
You know, we've had
Kamala Harris.
You know, we've had Nancy Pelosi. We should be running adverts on world stage.
Okay.
That to promote these places, we should be highlighting. February, for instance, is the Black History Month in America.
Yeah.
What are we doing? You know, as a tour operator, yes, I will do my own packaging, but if we have a strategic focus, a national focus, you know, people looking beyond and highlighting on some of these major visitations and all that. I mean, I am sure that the numbers that we are talking about, the 1 million, will even double, triple, and you know, and that is the sort of thinking that I am pushing, that we bring into our societies. Okay. Everybody must be aware, because if somebody visits and the person has the ability to spend $100, $200, $300 in that area,
that's on the low side.
On the low side, it boosts the economy of that area. You know, look at places like Cape Coast. Cape Coast, I am thinking, Cape Coast by now should be having 5-star hotels all around the castles. That is the national strategic focus that should be developed.
Since you talked about Cape Coast, you know, sorry for cutting you, but you are talking about making the tourism a gold mine, like a nationalistic gold mine.
Yeah.
And you know, most of our tourist sites are located in our rural areas.
Yes.
So when you go to the rural areas, they don't feel that importance, whatever it is. But everybody's talking about Accra. So what is the association or tour operators? What are you guys doing to just educate the people in the rural areas and tell them it's a gold mine over there? What are you guys doing?
So those are the things that, for me, that I mean, those are the things that I've started highlighting, that it's we must conscientize everybody that, look, we can earn more from this area. We can earn more from being hospitable to people, you know, because I mean, the history in that area is not only for you there. Somebody sitting somewhere wants to come and listen. Somebody somewhere wants to come and have a look. Somebody somewhere wants to come and be part of that history. And therefore, if I am living in that area, I should be able to get the necessary knowledge. And as I have said, for me, I'm on a crusade.
Yeah, sure.
That I want to push for, I mean, as many people as will listen, you know, to inform policy, if I may say, because it must be a strategic policy from governmental level, I mean, to help, because I'm just one person, I cannot do everything, you know, but the association is also pushing. We are talking, we are trying to get the people at the top to enforce some of these things, you know, because if it's not,
so that means enforcement is difficult.
It's key in all these things, you know, because at the end of the day, like I said, I sometimes I sit back and I'm looking at let's say the district assemblies or the regions, their strategic focus, you know, and I don't see, you realize that they don't place much emphasis in terms of, I mean, tourism. They don't look at it the way it should be looked at, and that is why the conscientization comes in, you know, because they are not putting it, let's say, as a number one priority. I mean, it's also the education around it, the people in a specific area where an attraction is, they are not too enthused. They leave it probably to the tourist board people who just send somebody there. But everybody in that area, because, so for instance, if I'm a tourist and I come to an area, I mean, the sun is hot and I need water, I'll walk into the nearest shop. I mean, when I buy, it affects the local economy there. Sure. You understand what I'm saying? If I'm running a local taxi, trotro service and all that, and the person comes in, I should be able to, I mean, carry the person around. And, you know, the various small businesses around the tourism. We should be able to conscientize everybody around that. Look, if we do it well and we are keeping this place, every day people will come through. The one selling water will get, the one selling restaurant or food will get, the one
that's the responsibility of the Ghana Tourism Office.
Of course,
doing that thing.
Yes, let's say from the top, the strategy. There are strategies, but I'm saying that what I'm saying is we need more of education, and educating the society so that they will become aware that this is what is in it for me. And if the people get to understand what is in it for them, I am sure they will be the people.
So talking about you, people understanding you and knowing the need for it, I think it calls for partnership.
Of course.
So what are some of the partnerships the tour operators can even explore just to get these people on board?
You see, sometimes the strategy will be, I will go for a strategy where we are partnering the districts. Whatever we do must be part. I mean, the district must be part, or the region must be part of it. So that with the region or the region's authority coming in, it helps fast track almost everything that we want to achieve. As an operator, if I go in there, maybe for my strategic understanding of my business, I can carry it up to a point.
Yeah, sure.
But if it's a national or if it's a regional thing, you see that the impact will be felt bigger.
You should partner with the government agencies.
Exactly. The government agencies, or let's say tourist board, should be partnering the districts, conscientizing them. The district must also see that, this is a money-making venture that we must put ourselves in to help change the circumstances of our citizens in a particular area.
And do you think the tour operators union is doing that thing?
For tour operators union, you see, they are champion. They will always go and highlight. But when it comes to the actualization, the changing or affecting the society, that should be done by a higher body. And that is why I'm talking about the district.
The lower body should tell the higher body to do it. The individual cannot go and tell the higher body to do it.
Exactly. That is why the union gets us together. We share our opinion through our president already. So it's now up to the authorities to take that. Look, this is a money-making venture. This is an area of economy that we must pay attention to. This can change our lives, and therefore, once we prioritize it, it can fast track whatever developmental project or development we want to bring.
So you share these stuff
area.
At your meetings and at your debates.
We constantly hammer it because
you don't see any results.
You see, with us, it affects our business directly. It's like somebody running a transport. Yeah. The road is your business.
So you don't see any improvement when you share.
I mean,
so if you don't share the improvement, that means the association is not doing it. It's not pushing enough.
The association is doing what it can, but like I said, it shouldn't be just left to the association. It should be a national priority. There are countries, and I just cited Dubai and other South Africa and all those places. You go, tourism is number one on their list, and they are paying, they are spending money, they are ensuring that their sites are well kept. Up till now, you can still visit Mandela's house in Soweto, and every day, not less than 500 to 1,000 people visit that one house. Wow. It costs about 300 rand to visit that house. Yeah, sure.
And that's a lot of
this
money.
Is every day.
And that's a lot of money.
And at peak periods, the numbers can even go up high. So why can't we do the same here? Why can't we adopt the same here? It's all about conscientizing. And some of the conscientization I'm talking, the classical example is still the South Africa example that I'm giving. You go there, you have the locals. Now they have formed dancing, the cultural dances. So some are selling food.
Sorry for captaining you, but let me say this. You are talking about involving the locals in this stuff. That means the locals to have to get like a tour operator.
They need to understand.
In Ghana, mostly what I see, and I find it very mind-blowing, is tour operators in Accra tend to take the tourists straight to their rural areas where they know nothing about. whilst they have to contact those people there? Or are they saying that there is no tour operators in that rural areas?
You see, that is the challenge we are highlighting.
Yeah.
You see, the thing is that those in those areas must develop the necessary interest. Somebody in those areas must tell them that, hey, this thing can bring you money.
Yeah, because you're not giving them the money.
No, it's not that we are not giving them. First of all, the education must be there. The interest must be there. People must develop interest in that. Once you have that, that well clearly defined, then you would develop the necessary skill that can help you handle such customers.
So let's say two people have developed their skills in these rural areas, and you find people in Accra, tour operators in Accra, traveling all the way to, let's say, Larabanga, like the mosques over there. They will travel from Accra here to that place, knowing very well they are not with the people, but you have two people over there who has gone through the process you are talking about. But so still, they are not paying them for them to do the job.
No.
Why do you sit in Accra here and take?
I say no because there are people who are like I said, who are tour guides. At the mosque, but we don't know them. No, it's not. They are known. They are known. Yes, they are known. They are known. There are people who once you go, you get their numbers, you call them, and you book an appointment for your customers.
Yes, because talking about Dubai, as in what you just said.
Yes.
When you book a trip to Dubai, and maybe you are going to Abu Dhabi, the Abu Dhabi tour operator will just host you over there. You will find people traveling all the way with you.
You see, those again, those are the structures that must be
and who
put
implement that structure?
And the structure must come from the ministry level, because they push policy. Let me explain that. They push policy. They come up with policy. So it could be a policy, and I understand your question very well. It could be a policy that, okay, anybody sending tourists to the north or to a particular space, deal with this. You can find a way to come up with a policy that will help those who are in that area, who have learned, who have studied, and
so
who
are you saying you don't have that policy? At
the moment, it's more of a free for all. You know, if I go and I have my person, I have people who have, have trained and who understand the area. Yes, they can go, but of course, it's under tourist board, so there are people there who are trained as well. But I'm saying that we can even double that number. That's what I'm saying. The community must be involved. Everybody there must be involved. If there are more people there, and then there is a policy that says that deal specific with these people, it will help push that agenda.
Yes, then there should be that policy, because I find people traveling from, let's say, Accra. They are going maybe a normal, in local tours.
Yeah.
And whilst they are moving from, let's say, Accra or from Kumasi to these places, they will take along their food, their water, everything they need at the tourist site. They will take it to that place. How should the people over there see the importance of you coming here?
Again, it comes down to, or comes back to what I'm explaining, that you see, people must build trust. Again, in how do we? Yes. I'm saying it's trust. It's all trust.
Wow.
Because I'm going to a particular space and I can't trust the food in that area.
Okay. So that means the local people don't even trust where the tourist sites are.
I am saying that maybe, hypothetically, the person who is packaging that way, you know, this is somebody's package.
Yes.
I don't package that way, but however, I can also understand somebody packaging his food. Drinks, packaging drinks, food, everything, water, from Accra,
even water.
Yes, to a particular site. Why? Because they may have been some experiences.
That's the more reason why the local people don't see the importance
of
tourism.
You see, and that is why I keep on also saying that it's somebody's job to conscientize the areas that they live. It's somebody's job. You know, I am an operator. I come in probably at the middle level, but the local person, he sits with the site. You understand? And somebody must conscientize them that this is what this is for. This is what we can get or do from this site. Everybody here must be in the known We train our people, we prepare our people so that when they come, when the people come, everyone in that economy can be properly affected. Like the one who is preparing food, are there proper restaurants in that area? You know, there are people when they come, there are some visitors when they come, they want to taste our local dishes. Are there proper restaurants in those local areas that will put them together?
So if you are talking about proper, I don't think any restaurant comes up with no license. Every restaurant is licensed by the GTA,
Yes.
the Ghana Tourist Board.
Yes.
So definitely they have correct or proper restaurant in these places,
Right.
where they are registered and duly licensed.
Right.
So if the tour operator in Accra doesn't believe the GTA can license somebody over there to prepare good food, then where are you going as? Like,
you see,
as an
those
association?
standards, I mean, that's why there are standards in Ghana, standard board, and all those people come in.
So it's not that standard is below.
All that I'm saying is that it is somebody's job to ensure that
And who is that job?
It is somebody's job.
Who is that person?
Of course, the authorities in those localities.
From the start of this interview,
you see,
authorities.
yes, the authority, meaning that, of course, from the governmental level, go down to the local assemblies and all that. And you see, the government may have a policy, but people implement the policy.
So the implementation is what I'm talking about.
Exactly. You know, those people must see the need, the importance. Why would the government come up with such a strategy for us? And you are living in that. I think, and I always say this, I believe that districts must be even given targets.
With regards to
every aspect of the income economy of the districts. I think that they must have targets. You know, if they have targets, they
in terms of revenue generation,
yes.
In the tourism sector or like general
with the I mean, you look at the area where you are and what you can earn from there.
Okay,
we are in tourism, so I am saying that let's give them targets. How many people are we expecting this year? What can we do to bring in the people? Those are the questions. And if these questions come, I'm sure the people there would then sit up and say that, hey, if I don't do these things, if I don't put the place well, if I don't ensure that the restaurants are functioning well and everything is doing, I mean, I won't get people visiting. Then the situation you are explaining will come in. People will then package from Accra, buy their water, buy their everything, and bring there. They will come and sit at your space and eat and go back. Then that doesn't affect the local economy.
So they don't see the importance of it.
Exactly. And that is why I'm saying that the districts, the regions, wherever these sites are, there must be a proper conscientization. People must see that this thing can bring us more money than any other area that, you know, I mean, these days everybody is talking about Galamsey and all that. Why would people talk about Galamsey? If we were talking about tourism and we were pushing the agenda of tourism, when a tourist come, when you see a tourist here, that person is a potential money earner for me and all. If people can see it that way, I'm sure it will sway their minds from the ills that are going on. And
do you think Galamsey has taken the shine of tourism?
It's a serious, you know, it has a direct effect on our activities, because
if tourism space.
Yes, because look, if all your water bodies are polluted and somebody comes from America, I want to go and take a swim in a beach, or you would think that Ghana waters are all what? Polluted.
Do you know any tourist site that is affected by these mining?
Of course, some of the major rivers that people pay to come and watch.
But most of the rivers they are saying people don't normally go there to exercise in.
No, you see, the issue is you can't say people don't go there. It's about what the person wants to see. That you package to sell. You understand? And once there is history around a particular place and all that, it generates the necessary interest. And again, I go back to the district. What is the district packaging as part of their tourist sites? These things must be done, properly done. You know, you go to Durban.
I'm sure you like South Africa. Previously, they had a meeting. Meeting there.
Durban will promote Durban. Cape Town will promote Cape Town. Johannesburg will promote Johannesburg. You understand what I'm saying? And they spend the region itself spends money doing these
So that
promotions.
means Ashanti region should promote
Ashanti should promote Ashanti.
Eastern region should promote
Eastern should promote Eastern, and it must be part of their budget. They go around. What do we have in the Eastern? What do we have in the Ashanti that we can package and sell out there? That should be the thinking. Once we have all that done, and surprisingly, we have all that already captured. What we need is the push, the enforcement to make sure that these places are properly kept and properly highlighted in terms of marketing and all that. That is what we need, but we are not getting that. So again, it comes down to us, the operators, who put what we can together and then send our people. You understand? But it should be a national effort, not just an association effort and all that. Yes, the association, we are pushing, we are trying to highlight all the places, but we need the higher hand to make sure that these things are.
For the excellent views you just channeled, that I was trying to advocate for you being a president of the association, but you as you just said, you said the association.
I am not there.
The association doesn't have that power
yes,
or that influence.
Yes.
So that means even if you become the association president, you can implement all these stuff.
I don't see it that way. I see it as a national focus.
But
you see, as a nation, we should prioritize the areas that we can bring in income. Everybody is crying. I mean, when the ban on traveling with the COVID and all that, you saw how it affected everybody. Therefore, that should tell us that, look, if we can do our things right, if we can make sure all our tourist sites are properly kept, if we can highlight our tourist sites, the 1 million or so people that we are expecting, it's easy for us to bring them in. You understand? If we are not spending on promoting and highlighting, making sure that the roads that leads to these sites are properly kept, and they are, if we are not doing all that, then obviously we will be trying hard, but we are not working smart. You understand what I'm saying?
I get it.
But that is where I think we should be thinking now. There should be a conscious effort from the national level that, look, going forward, down to the grassroots, that, look, going forward, we are focusing on tourism, and I'm sure that our lives will be turned around.
But when I just suggested that you become the president, you said you are not there yet. So
it's a gradual process.
Will it come to a stage where you'll be ready for it?
When the time comes
to be the president
one day.
So we should look out for you with this excellent news.
one day, but not yet. Yes, but for now, the focus is that we must all help. We must all come together. The media, even the media focus in Ghana. Look at the media landscape. Everybody is talking about, politics and
entertainment. Even though entertainment is part of it,
but we are even not highlighting it well. Look at all the manifestos. I can bet my last dime that even the focus on tourism is still very, very silent as compared to other major areas in the economy. Whereas if we you see, tourism is everything.
It's
everything. Look, if a whole country like Dubai, now South Africa used to be, when we were coming up from the early 2000s and all that, South Africa used to be the place to be. Now the focus is shifting for Ghanaians. Everybody going to Dubai. What is actually there in Dubai that cannot be done in Ghana? Because they sat down, they planned, they created. You understand? A lot of the things there are all things that were built. And I believe that so far as somebody can think about it and create it, why can't we do it? Recently, one of the presidential candidates said, he's bringing sea to Kumasi or whatever. And people were laughing. No, but I look at it differently. That is a creative thinker. If that thing can be done, think about it. People from all over the world will come and say, hey, have you seen it?
So you like the idea, right?
I like the idea. Tourism. So think about it.
So you are looking at the tourism aspect of it.
Maybe
you were not thinking about the tourism aspect. You were thinking about the economic aspect.
Of course. The tourism is the economy. It builds the economy. You understand? Because once you create it, people will move from wherever they are. And tourism thrives on such creative thinking.
Sure.
Dubai now has you go to the Burj Khalifa. They sat down to build one of the tallest buildings. What stops Ghana? Somebody saying that I'm building the tallest building in Ghana or in the world. We can sit here and do it, and people from all over the world will come and take a look at it, and it's money.
Mr. Useka, thanks for having us.
Thank you too.